Hello, I'm Courtney, what's up, and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be talking about My Life Next Door by Huntley, Fitzpatrick, and I finished it today, and oh my goodness gracious, it was so good. I loved every second of it. I never wanted to put it down. It was just so addicting, and I just fell into the story so easily. I read it in like 3 days. I literally read like over 100 pages every single day because this book was just addiction. It was so good. I haven't read a contemporary this good in like such a long time, and it was so cute. And if you don't know what it's about this girl named Samantha Reed, and her mom is this politician, and she's running for re-election so she can be senator again in Connecticut. And there's this family, the Garrett family next door, and her mom doesn't like them, but Samantha's always been like interested in them and like wants to meet them, but you know, she has like politician mom, so she's not really supposed to be interacting with this family. But one summer night, one of the Garretts climbs to her window and she meets a Garrett, and his name's Jace, and they fall in love, and she gets to know his family, and all this crazy stuff goes down, and it's so cute. I just felt all the feels. It was so good. This was such like a realistic contemporary. Like I felt like I was a part of the story, and I love it when I get that feeling while reading a contemporary book, and I gave it 5 stars. Definitely one of the best contemporaries ever. This is like the 2017 version of Anne the French Kiss, since I love Anne the French Kiss, and I found like my new one, and this is a fave 2017 because it was so good. And if you haven't read it yet and you don't want to be spoiled, highly recommend it, especially like if you're a reading slump, because I've been in like this mini reading slump, and this book was so good. I had such a fun time reading it, so highly recommend this. Go check it out, it's great. So if you haven't read it yet and you don't want to be spoiled, I will leave right now, so bye not spoiling people! Okay, so My Life Next Door, we have a main character, Samantha, which I really liked her. You know, usually with like contemporary main characters, they can be like annoying because like they won't make a move, like they won't tell their feelings, and there's drama, and it's just but Samantha, I really liked her. She was really fun, and I loved her character development and just how she grew because of the Garrett family, which the Garrett family is like ultimate fictional family goals. I loved them. I love how there's like 8 of them, and their mom and dad still love each other, and they all bond together, and yes, it's crazy, but they have each other, and I loved it. It felt so real to me. This whole book felt so real, and I was like, it was just so good. And I loved Jace. I call him Jace because his name is spelled weird. It's J-A-S-E. Like, I've never seen it spelled like that before, but it's actually short for Jason. I was really surprised when he said that. I was like, whoa, your real name's Jason. And, you know, my immediate thought was, you know, Jason Grace. But I loved him. He's like one of the best fictional guys I've ever read about in a contemporary book because he was so just kind and grateful for what he has, and how he's just thankful for his family and having food on his plate. Like, I love him. I love him for that, and how, you know, through everything he and Samantha goes through, he's so just understanding and listens to her. Like, you know, I'll talk about the end later, but that end was insanity. But I love Samantha and Jason's relationship, even though it was quick. Like, they got together about 100 pages in, and usually I don't like it when that happens in contemporary books because that doesn't feel real to me. But with them though, it was just like, it felt right. I was like, whoa, I want you to like get together now, because usually in contemporary books you have to wait 300 pages and then they get together, and you only get to see them together for like the last 20 or 30 pages. But in this, we got to see so much of them, and it was so good. Like, thank you. Like, this contemporary just like changed the game. Like, it's so different from other contemporaries, and I loved it. But I love Samantha and Jace. I thought they were the cutest thing in the world. They're such cute little dorks that I love them. I love how he had his Mustang, and I loved it when they did their first time together, because like that just, it felt real how they were awkward about it. I don't know, it just felt very realistic. And I I love all the realistic things. I'm sorry, I love it when contemporary books feel real. Like, that's why I love Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda so much, because that felt so real. But going to the end, I guess I might almost talk about it now, because like I have a lot to say about the end. You know, like the first 300 pages of this book, everything was going fine. Like, everything was great. Garrett's family's being awesome. Samantha and Jace are being cute. You know, there's Clay, which never liked him. I always knew there was something off him, but like, Clay is like a terrible person. I cannot stand that guy. And then there's Grace, Samantha's mom, and I don't even know how I feel about her. I was conflicted about her the whole entire time. But, you know, everything was just, you know, smooth sailing for the most part. And then it was like, all of a sudden, we found these bombs and they just started going off. And I was like, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for what happened, because Grace hit their dad. Hit Jace's dad. Like, so they were going on the shore road, and then they hit something, and so Sam was like asleep, but she knew they hit something, and Grace and Clay just like brushed it off when they indeed, in fact, hit a person. And then the whole Garrett fam squad was like, oh, something's happened to Dad when she got back home. And then he was in the hospital, and I was like, what is happening right now? And then Alice mentioned Shore Road, and I just knew it. The moment she said Shore Road, I was like, we were just on Shore Road. They hit something. They hit the dad. And they brushed it off. Like, you cannot hit a person and just go out there, check on them, and then just leave. Like, not call 911 or ask them if they're okay. Like, that's what makes Clay such a terrible guy. Everything was just about winning to Clay. Like, how he was gonna make, what's her face? Oh, Sam. Break up with Jace so the dad's company didn't lose its money? Like, what? All these bombs were just going off, and yesterday I was reading, and I literally had to force myself to put down the book, because I was just a hot mess. I was like, I can't believe all this happening. Like, everything was so fine. And then Jace and Sam went on that mini break because she was like, I don't want his dad's company to lose all that money. So she broke up with him, and I was like, oh, man, it was, oh my gosh. And I hated Grace for that, because, like, it's a person. When you hit a person, you call 911, not leave them in a puddle. And then I think it was Alice, she was like, if he had stayed in that puddle, he would have drowned. And I'm just like, man, I love Jace's dad too. I thought he was so great, and how he makes time for all their kids and how they're trained, and how he had a great relationship with their mom. Like, I loved it when Sam and Jace were leaving to go to something, and then his parents pulled in and they were just making out. Like, that spark was still there even after everything they'd gone through. I love that. And I will admit, I do forgive Grace, because she did go and do the right thing and tell his mother about it. I was like, thank you, Grace. Like, telling the truth isn't that hard, even though it was really hard for Sam. I felt really bad when Sam put the pieces together and was like, you know, she was pushing it away like I was. But I knew deep down that, like, her mother had been the one to hit Jace's dad. But, you know, I didn't want to admit it, but, like, I knew it was true. And I just felt so bad for Sam when she told him. But the thing I love most about Jace is how he didn't explode when she told him. Like, he just listened to her and was understanding, and how they were both like, we'll figure it out together. Because she was like, you know, I don't know what to do now. Like, I was just scared telling you. Now we have to figure out what to do together. And they get back together. Like, he's just such an understanding guy. Because, you know, usually in books in general, like, when a girl tells something, like, most of the time the guy will just explode and, like, not let them explain themselves. But Jace, he's just such an understanding guy and everything. But, okay, I did love it, though. When Clay was making that deal about what they should do since Jace knew and all that crazy stuff, my gosh, Clay is insane. And how he, like, went off on Clay. That was great. But for the most part, Jason's just so understanding and is willing to listen and talk things out. Like with the talking stick. I love that story about the talking stick. I thought that was great. And I really appreciate him as a person. Because, like, there needs to be more people like him who are grateful for the little things in their family. Jace is just such a great guy. I love him to death. I need my own Jace because he's just fantastic. And the end was just so cute. Everything just went back together, went to full circle, and everything was okay. And I was like, thank you. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about Tim. I loved him. I really hope that he gets himself together. It's actually a companion novel to this, which I did not realize, that deals with Tim and Alice, and I'm really tempted to read it because I want to know how Tim's doing, because Tim's a little psycho. But I loved how, like, the Garrett's family, like, changed him to, like, hanging out with the kids, and Jace and Sam, like, they made an impact on him, and he's trying to be better. And I think if I do read the companion novel, I really hope that he doesn't get together with Alice, because I do think they can help each other since they've kind of gone through, like, similar situations. So I really liked Tim. I liked everyone except Clay. I'm really glad Clay left. That was good. Oh my gosh, when Grace resigned, I did not see that coming. I knew, like, Clay was gonna resign, but I didn't think Grace was gonna resign from, like, the race. But I'm really glad that she did that, though. I was so proud of her. So this book just gave me all the feels. Oh my gosh, I, like, literally want to reread this because it was so good. It was just so cute. I loved every second of it. It was so good. And I think that's all I gotta say. Those are my thoughts and feels overall. I just enjoyed it so much. It was just fantastic. It's just so good. This was such a good contemporary. Oh my goodness gracious. But that's all I have to say for this book talk. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And I am Courtney, and I'll see y'all next time with a new video up soon. So I will see you then. So, bye!